UFC fans, after about a decade of no UFC, I had to watch Stranger Things and MotoGP. Stranger Things was bullshit. MotoGP was fine. Now finally we have a good card at our hands. UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett. Interim lightweight title on UFC 324. This video is about the breakdowns and the fight on the main card. And I will do also Nurmagomedov versus Figueiredo. So let's get started. First fight we have Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. And there's a lot of speculation out there that Pimblett is really inexperienced and has faced no competition like Justin Gaethje. But I have a different opinion here. I believe Pimblett is a little tall and lanky, fights at range, right? Does not shoot for takedown or initiate clinch on his own. He first of all goes for damage, and then if the damage is initiated, goes for the clinch or takedown. Gaethje's chin hasn't turned. In his last fight versus Fiziev, he took a couple of good punches. It was holding well, I believe. So getting damage on Justin Gaethje in the first round or second round, I think it's going to be difficult. So how do I see this fight playing out is Pimblett might be able to get a second round or a third round submission or TKO as well, because he did really hammer Michael Chandler on the ground, right? So there's no doubt about it what happens if the fight goes to the ground. But can he really take down Justin? If Justin is able to get up once or twice, can he really push that pace? And I think that's where the fight will play out. So I'm going with second or third round choke or TKO from Pimblett. But if the fight goes fourth round or fifth round, Gaethje might be able to knock down Pimblett. Not a knockout, I'm talking about knockdown, and he might win a decision. Because as he imposes damage and he goes in that heavy clinch fighting and boxing in tight spaces, I believe he has got better potential to hurt, because really the game plan of Gaethje is just leg kicks and give more damage than take damage. So to be honest, I really want Gaethje to win this one, because if Pimblett wins, there's no title shot or interim shot for Arman Tsarukyan, and that is really going to be bad for this division. So I hope Gaethje gets this one, but I am siding a little with Pimblett over here. I think he gets the finish in second or third round. There's not much more than that. He likes to fight at distance. He is tall and lanky and strong, grappler frame. I don't know what happens, but yeah, that's it. In the final, if fight pushes more than 3 rounds, I am favoring Gaethje. But in initial 2-3 rounds, I am favoring Pimblett. So yeah, next fight we have on the card is Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. Now, I'm not going to talk a lot about this fight. Everybody knows Harrison has got a lot bigger frame. She's usually 20 pounds more than her opponent in the ring, right? So she uses that frame and size to really cut the cage off the opponent, and then initiate clinch, get the takedown, and put a bad beating on opponent. So will Amanda Nunes be able to land that right hand or get that knockout before that happens? I hardly believe so. So I'm going round 2 or 3 again, TKO or submission from Kayla Harrison. Not much on that. She just has that frame. She just dominates, and she has that will pop. She has that presence in the octagon, I believe, that fighters are a little scared of. Nunes has got really good wins up her sleeve. She has got legacy around her, but I don't think she has fought a fighter that is as physical as Kayla Harrison, right? Next fight we have got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. This is my prediction. This fight is going to be the fight of this first quarter in 2026. I believe this is going to be a sweet fight, really exciting, because Song Yadong is fast, quick, has got power, can mix it up really well. In the Yan fight, you could see it in round 2 or round 1 that he was showing those fake takedown attempts and then really coming up with the striking. And it was troubling Yan a little bit, though Yan figured it out in the later halves of the fight. But I believe if he goes with this combination of showing Sean O'Malley takedown attempts, because that's not his style, his fighting style, right? He does not go full on takedowns, but he can mix it up, right? And if he does that, it might compromise Sean's striking, I believe. And what Sean is really good at, if it stays striking, I believe he's going to outclass Sean Yadong, because Sean has got range advantage. Sean will fight at range on the outside, cutting angles. Really good at movement from the circling around the fence. We know Song Yadong tries to push forward, really get that pressure on you, because he has less range. He has to get in the inside pocket. So still, I believe in the striking, Sean has got that upper hand, because Song Yadong has not fought a striker as good enough as Sean O'Malley. He has fought Peter Yan though, but Peter Yan beat him actually. And then he fought Cody Sandhagen too, and Sandhagen also beat him. That was a doctor's stoppage because his eye got really bad hurt. But you could see where I'm coming from, right? Song Yadong, I believe, if he mixes it up, he might have a chance. Or we are going to see a quite competitive striking fight between Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong. And I believe Sean O'Malley, as a sniper he will find that chin in round 4th, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going with a really flash punch to the chin and then a TKO. Not a cold knockout. So yeah, because Song Yadong can take a punch. The next fight we have on the card is Curtis Acosta versus our Derek Lewis. And see, I'm going with Acosta on this one, because see, Lewis has got that power of throwing haymakers and get that knockout in one punch. But usually, other than that, he just throws a little bit of leg kicks and stays in the center of the octagon, does not move much, does not circle much, and does not lay traps on the opponent. He's just waiting for that haymaker. It's the strategy because it suits him, it has got him where he is today, but I don't believe it is going to work on Acosta. He's just too fast, too quick. In the initial days, we used to think Acosta is just a random guy, but he has pushed through the division a lot, and I believe in this fight also he's going to fight on the outside, strike from the outside, use leg kicks and whatnot, and then be able to win a decision. So that is what it is. Let's see how this fight goes, but I'm going with Acosta. The final fight we have on the main card is Arnold Allen versus John Silva. A lot of people think this fight is going to be very competitive. A lot of people think it is going to be rather a shorter finish. I'm of the opinion this fight ends in round 3. It might be a TKO or a submission once again from John Silva. Reason being, Allen is a lot chinier. We saw in that Evloev fight, right? That punch did not connect well. It was an awkward punch and it still hurt Allen. Allen was sort of wobbled, was really struggling in those 10-15 seconds. So if that awkward punch does that damage to Allen, then John Silva is really a marauder. Like he packs his punches and throws everything in them. Yeah, he can get a little bit reckless. He did get reckless in his last fight and paid the price against Lopez, right? But he pushes the pace of the fight, right? He likes to dominate and stand his ground and take the center of the octagon, right? So I believe I like how Allen is fast and is a moving target. Like Allen does not hold back or stop at a position. He is continuously moving left, right, zigzag, front, back. It is going to be difficult to catch him. But once that one punch lands clean, does some damage, I think he might be too wobbled for him to handle. And also he has got good takedown defense, right? A lot of people think this fight will end up on ground, and I believe no. He did pretty good job against Movsar Evloev. So if he gets taken down, I believe he's popping right back up, will not stay down for longer. I think this fight will go on the ground, but not for much. It would much rather be in the stand-up department, and once round 2, round 3 hits, we might see Allen getting a little tired, and then John Silva will just take over Allen, and I think he will run through him actually in round 3. He was actually pissing up Lopez, if you believe me, until he got knocked out. So I think he will be a little limited and he will be a little calculative in this fight. He won't show as much recklessness, but it will be sweet if Allen gets the victory. I am predicting this fight goes third round and we get a TKO or submission from John Silva. Let's move on to the final fight of this video, which is Umar Nurmagomedov versus Figueiredo. It's not on the main card, but I'm still talking about it because it is a sort of, it has got hype, and obviously it comes from the Dagestan. So, and obviously we know Umar is a really competitive and really skilled guy, so it did not make sense to put him in the prelims actually. But we could see Figueiredo is on a losing streak. So yeah, what do I think about this fight? Figueiredo coming from flyweight, moving up to bantamweight. He really is a skilled fighter, really skilled grappler. But what actually happened with Jan in his last fight? I believe he will do better actually in this fight, but not enough to beat Umar Nurmagomedov. I am going ahead with a decision, a round 3 decision. He might take one round, but I believe it might be a 28-27 for Nurmagomedov. So I believe that is going to be the end of this fight, because Umar is just too fast on the striking, just too versatile and too dynamic. He has got leg kicks up his sleeve, front kicks to the body, and then good 1-2. He did hurt Merab with that 1-2. If you can hurt Merab, it is going to be a problem for Figueiredo. I don't believe Figueiredo is washed up. He is little aged, a little old, but he's not washed up. A lot of people believe, according to his last performance against Peter Yan, that he's actually washed up. Now, I believe he will do a lot better, but eventually lose a decision. Umar might actually take 3 rounds off him, but I will still like to give 1 round to Figueiredo. Let's see where it goes. I believe, and I'm not sure if Islam or Khabib will be in the corner. So I think Khabib will be in the corner of this fight. So that's about it, about the predictions of this card. UFC 324. I will make another video about the press conference if it stays nice and I have got stuff to talk about it, because we don't have a lot of talkers in this press conference, right? We have only got Paddy, Pimblett, Paddy the baddie lad. So Scousers don't get knocked out, but I believe Gaethje might knock him down in round 4 or round 5. So if the trash talk is good on press conference, I might make a video about it, and then I will make a final review after the fight actually happens. And we have got a card following week, UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Lopez again. We'll make a prediction on that too. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.